Hey there, welcome to this podcast. On this podcast, we're going to talk about 12 advices from John D. Rockefeller for success. John Davison Rockefeller was the richest man in the world. He came from a poor family and became the wealthiest man alive. He wrote 12 rules of wealth, but before we start, let me share with you what's the meaning of wealth. W-E-A-L-T-H, wealth. Wealth means a lot of possessions and prosperity. A wealthy man is a prosperous or a rich man. Wealthy, W-E-A-L-T-H-Y, wealthy. Now let's go through or listen to John's 12 rules of wealth, or his 12 rules of prosperity. Number 1. Work less for someone else. The more you work for others, the poorer you become. In this first rule, we have a very interesting structure. It is the use of the plus more plus verb plus complement plus the plus adjective plus verb. You can use a lot of different combinations with this structure. For example, the more I study, the more I learn. The more I study, the more I learn. Before we go to the second rule, let me share with you a frequently used idiom in English with this structure. The more, the merrier, which means when there's a lot of people, it's better, or something to that effect. Rule number 2, smartly save money. Look for opportunities to buy at a discount or wholesale. Make a shopping list in advance and only buy from the list. Look for is a verb you must be familiarized with. We use it to say that we are searching for something. We're trying to grasp to get something. Smartly, well, an interesting word. Do you know why? It is because when you add this ly suffix to an adjective, so smartly, so this ly, it becomes an adverb, a special word capable of describing how a verb is executed. For example, the adverb or the adjective nice. She is a nice person. She talks nicely. So nicely describes the way the verb talk is done. She talks nicely. Another example, frequent. I go to the gym. I frequently go to the gym. I frequently. So when you see ly, the suffix, you know it is transforming an adjective in an adverb. Let's see one more example. John is a happy person. John lives life happily. John is a happy person, so John lives life happily. In the second rule, John Rockefeller tells us to smartly save money. So he tells us to be smart when dealing with money. And his tip on making a shopping list is simple but good. After all, I don't know about you, but I tend to buy more things than I need when I don't have a shopping list. Rule number 3. If you are poor, go into business. If you are very poor, get into business urgently, right now. I love this advice because a lot of people make a good life in America by going into business. Into business? What a nice combination. Well, when we say into, we are combining in the preposition and to. So let me give you an example. I get in a car. I get in the car. It is a simple preposition of place in here. When you say, I get into the car, it is about the same thing, but into gives the idea of movement. An object moving into another. So, I get into the car. Movement, into. So, in the third rule, get into business gives the idea of movement. The movement of starting a new business. Entering a new world. Rule number 4. Great wealth can only come through passive income. Create sources of passive income and live your life. So here we go again. We have the word wealth, prosperity, possessions, goods. Passive income means an amount of money without having to directly work for it. Income. Let me give you synonyms: salary, wage, earnings. Rule number 5. Think about how to make $50,000 a month, either more but not less. I love the 5th rule because it gives us the spirit we need to have to prosper in life. Either means or the other. In this case, it means think about how to make $50,000 or more, never less. Less is the opposite of more. Rule number 6. Be sociable and friendly. Money comes through other people. It is very difficult to become rich on your own. And here we go again. Be sociable and friendly. Here we have the suffix "ly," right? Gosh, I really love this. Be sociable and friendly, and we see the suffix "ly" here. How about the next part? Money comes through other people. This is a very strong line. I truly believe we can grow together. We don't need to make others smalls to be able to grow, you know? It is very difficult to become rich on your own. So own here, own your own, expresses the idea of alone, the idea of by yourself. So I do my homework on my own. O-W-N, own. It means that I do my homework by myself. John D. Rockefeller died in 1937, and by that time, making money without other people was hard. Now I can certainly say that it is impossible. We need other people. Rule number 7. Poor people around you always pull you into poverty. Surround yourself with winners and optimists. Poor people around you always pull you into poverty. Surround yourself with winners and optimists. Well, before we take a look at the words in this rule, let me make something clear. I don't believe that not having money necessarily makes you a poor person. I was brought up in a very poor family. I think poverty is about how you see life. People that aren't nice to others, people who don't care about others, these people, in my opinion, are poor people. Once I heard a quote somewhat like this: some people are so poor that the only thing they have is money. Some people are so poor that the only thing they have is money. So, disclaimer done, let's talk about the sentence. Poor people always pull you into poverty. Here we go again. We see the combination of in and to, into. You see, into here is used to give the idea of movement. Surround yourself. Let's understand this. Surround yourself. So surround yourself means to put around you, to have around you. So when you surround yourself with good people, you create situations to have good people around you. Rule number 8. Shirking is the path to poverty. Do not look for excuses that you can't take the first steps towards your goal. They simply don't exist. This line is very strong. We have busy lives, and I know it is easy to create excuses for a lot of things. There's a word I hate in Portuguese, correria, commonly translated into bisado by Brazilians in America. Don't let these words be the reasons for your excuses. You may be asking, Sam, what is the meaning of the word shirking? It means to avoid, to evade, to dodge out. Rule number 9. Study the biographies and thoughts of the richest people. I do this myself, and of course we can compare ourselves with nobody but us. But I like to study about other successful people because I like the quote, if someone else got there, you can get there too. So if another person has achieved, has made something meaningful in life, we can get there too. Rule number 10. Dreams are the main thing in life. A person dies when he stops dreaming. This is so true. Without a dream, we slowly die. Life has no meaning. So it is important to work for our dreams. This is the meaning, and this is the reason why I hate when it feels busy. You know why? Because I believe that if we are too busy with stuff, we are way too busy to make our dreams come true. Rule 11. Be selfless and help others. Give some of your profits to charity. This rule makes total sense to me. I was able to get a better life, to achieve the things I have, greatly due to the generosity of a man who once applied this. So now, I try my best to help others and support charity programs. Rule 12. Having created a business system, enjoy the money you have earned. This rule may sound like something to think about later on, but I like to see it as more of a live as you go thing or live as you go thing. And the process of building a life, or building life in general, we must live it. Once I heard that life is like a good song. It's about the process, not the end. After all, do you put on a song just to listen to the last seconds of it? I don't think so. Thank you for listening to this podcast. I truly hope it helps you walk towards your dreams and learn English at the same time. You can get access to the script of this podcast by liking our Instagram page and following us and sending us a message saying, "Give me the Rockefeller 12 Rules script." Want to get more contents like this? Subscribe to our YouTube channel, English Community International. Before I leave, get out there and line it up. Bye-bye.